Welcome to the most horsepowerful podcast on the internet, the Xbox Drive. Before we get this show on the road, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring that bell on YouTube, and leave a 5-star rating or review on your podcatcher of choice. If you want to continue the conversation after the show, make sure you join the Carpool Gaming Discord. For exclusive content and all the Carpool shows in one simple feed, head over to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Finally, head over to carpoolgaming.com for all of your merch needs. Now, with all that out of the way, you better buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for the Xbox Drive.
Greater than X.
Hey everyone, it's me, Sean Capri. I'm glad you're here because you're listening to the most horse-powerful podcast on the internet. It's the Xbox Drive. I'm on a Skype call with my friends Mitch and also Fee. Hi, hello. My screens are backwards. I'm sorry I'm pointing at the wrong people. I'm doing my best over here. Fee, how are you doing there, Fee?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
Good.
This would have been a great opportunity for Mitch to understand the plot, and he should have said hi because you pointed to me when you said Mitch, and then you pointed to him when you said Fee. But Mitch missed the opportunity. So yeah, here's my long introduction. Hi, everybody.
It's weird. I'm usually the one who... Mitch, you're normally the one I interrupt, so I should have started with you, but I didn't. Hello.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just dealing with dogs fighting over here. That's all.
How many dogs, remind the audience, how many dogs you have living in your domicile? You have 4 dogs?
4, yes.
And all those people also?
Yes. I have 5 humans, 4 dogs, 2 cats.
What we're coming to learn is that your area of the world is far too affordable to live. That's... this guy's not worried about eggs. Maybe. He's not worried about insurance.
Nah.
He's okay. That's where
I love it. It's just like how many people. Now here's the thing: you could have a lot of people living in a unit and in a home, and it may not be that big. Y'all are just sleeping on top of each other, and you got bunk beds, and those Airbnbs where it sleeps 30 people, but it's a 4-bedroom house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, sounds like that's where you're at.
Nah. I wish I could rent out a room and catch some money. That'd be great.
We are expecting a letter from Bowser at some point during the episode. I'm hoping that a letter will arrive. I'm not expecting it as in like she told us it was going to happen, but it should happen. That would be incredible. As like Bowser's not here for those just listening. There's no Bowser with us. She is peacefully resting, of course. But wouldn't it be great if just in the middle you got a little knock, knock, knock. You got a delivery, Mr. Power. We need you got a letter from Bowser. And you read it, and you welcome the mailman in, and it's a whole bit, kind of like Mr. Rogers. That'd be kind of fun.
That would be great,
right?
When she eventually does show up one time, I will do that. That will be great. I will.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Clip it.
Yeah.
It always happened in the movies, like a timely delivery, like it just happened at the right. Like that doesn't happen. Right. Even Amazon is still figuring that stuff out.
Correct.
Still within a few hours. Anyways, this is the Xbox Drive, episode 418. We're going to talk about some really fun stuff, everybody. We got a new console coming out, maybe. AMD is spilling the beans. We got some games to talk about. But of course, we're going to start this episode like we do each and every week with our geek outs and shout outs. Let's start with Fee, or whichever direction you're in. Fee,
okay.
What are you geeking out about there?
Millie in the chat has already pointed out my geek out of this week, and it is Grimmy the Little Reaper. Guys, this little plush is adorable. It's a little Reaper. Now, you want to know why I got this? We were at the mall last week, and I was looking, Lucas was looking at t-shirts, got some really cool t-shirts, but then this was just staring at me. And it was just like, hello? And then it just like, every time I'd look over, just the little black beady eyes were just staring at me. And I'm like, I need to get this. And then I was just like, I don't know. Don't know if I want to get this. I'm kind of like debating it and stuff like that. But then I got it as a present. Lucas got it for me. So now this little guy, his name is Grimmy the Reaper. He hangs out on my streams because he's cute and chaotic and just a little bit dangerous. So I thought that was kind of the vibe that I give off. So I thought maybe Grimmy the Little Reaper would join me. I also kind of got jealous because I know Locklith has like a million different like squishmallows and stuff. This is not a squishmallow, as a heads up. But yeah, it for context for people who are listening in, it is a little like plushie that has like a skull face and what looks like a Harry Potter like like lightning bolt tattoo over its head. I don't know why it's there, but then he's holding like a little scythe. Look at the little scythe.
Yeah, Harry
guys.
Potter has become death, destroyer of worlds.
100%.
What a cutie. So yes,
That is
this
cute.
is now
That
my
is
new
adorable.
That's in the next
companion.
book.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now he just hangs out, and I don't know what this is on the top of his head, but here we are. Just well, I don't know what it. I don't
Yeah,
know
what else could that be? That is a Harry Potter reference. That's a Harry Potter scar.
Yeah, but like also, what's at the top of his head? Like, what's like just I don't know.
I don't like
flimsy-
how you're throwing it back and forth. Like, I don't know.
Okay,
not
do
right
I do
with
it like this instead? Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
It's just a little flap.
It's so cute.
That is adorable.
And then he has like little blush marks. Guys, look, he's so cute.
His blush mark? Oh, look at that.
Yeah, little
Oh, that's
blush marks.
nice.
So cute. So yeah, that's
like
my
it.
geek out. Now the rest of the podcast, I'm just gonna go like this and move him around like a.
Oh, we
PNG
should all.
tour.
Yeah, I'll grab
Get Bobby.
Oh, I could grab. I grabbed a Ryu instead, or Ryu if you like, the little Funko guy.
I'm just like hello. Everybody.
Also, black beady eyes.
the soulless black beady eye gang.
Yes,
That is a crazy screenshot.
I'm enjoying this video only gag. I don't care that the vast majority of people who experience the show is audio. Like it's not even close. It's a healthy ratio. We're doing a video only gag here. So there you go. We're holding our toys up close to the
sorry,
cameras.
guys. I was trying to come up with another geek out, but then I was just like, Millie.
It's a good
pointed
geek out. It's no
out-
problem. That's a great
Okay.
geek out.
That's so
Not your
cute.
geek out is not the odd video only bit. It's me jumping in with my toys.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's
that
what I'm
is-
saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about
Yep.
it. All right, that's enough of yours though. Mitch, what are you geeking out about there, buddy?
That's enough. Shut up about your
That's
stuff.
long enough.
Yeah, I have stuff. I was gonna jump up. I have a Funko Pop. I actually got a Funko Pop that someone made of me. Like
That's
I actually
cool.
have the custom one. Yeah, I
Nice.
can show that one day. I'll get that for next week. My geek out is far nerdier. Okay.
Oh,
'Cause I was
okay.
thinking it's so nerdy. Like it's so nerdy. So I was trying to think of what I actually was excited about besides Arc Raiders this week because that game has taken over my life. That game's
Sure.
incredible.
Yep.
Here's how nerdy I am. I love streaming. I love OBS. I love messing around with OBS a lot. Okay. They came out, some dude. The one thing I've always wanted in OBS more than anything, and all you people that don't stream, I'm really sorry. I'm about to get real nerdy here. Okay. The one thing I've wanted in OBS more than anything is an adjustment layer, similar to a video editing program where you can put things like filters and stuff on it, but it's just a layer on top of everything instead of putting filters and all these things on individual sources. And some dude on Twitter just made magic and made an adjustment layer plugin for OBS that I can put like a frosted glass look on top of things. I can layer different things with it, do different effects on different things. I'm so nerdy with OBS, bro, but that's my geek out. That happened. That
I'm
is
happy.
literally a feature I have wanted for years in OBS because there's a lot of stupid things I can definitely think of that I can do in OBS with that adjustment layer thing. Anybody who knows video editing or production knows what I'm talking about. And OBS finally has it thanks to some dude on Twitter. So yeah, shout out dude
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Shout out. And that discovery will have you mindlessly zombie braining through Twitter, searching for that next moment. You know, because you weren't looking for it, it sounds like it just sort of like popped up on your feed.
My Twitter feed is very much just like a lot of streamer news, a lot of news in general, cheap ass gamer, Wario64. But somehow this dude got in my algorithm and I'm happy because he has a lot of, by the way, I'll show Fee some cool plugins for VTuber stuff as well. There's some really cool stuff and it's just some guy. And I believe he's in Japan because he doesn't speak English as his first language. All of his tweets are translated, but I don't know what wizard that guy is, but I'm happy for him. And I'm happy that showed up in my timeline because I got that and I'm going to do some dumb, cool stuff with it. So can't wait.
Sweet. Can't wait. I like it. Nice.
So
I'm going to
nerdy.
geek out about the human body here for a second, if that's all right with you guys. Bet you didn't see that one coming. As you know, earlier this week, I was very sick. I was quite violently ill, and I do not need to get into the details, but I just feel like this is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like there's a whole Osmosis Jones universe living in all of us. There's like, you know, the dude and his friend and his mom and whoever else. I can't remember the details of Osmosis Jones. It's the guy and the people that do the stuff.
The guy.
Something was wrong inside of my body, and my body is like, it's gotta It's got to get out, man. We can't have this in here. Everybody out. And just like it was like something from Diablo, actually, Fee. I feel like it was a scene from Diablo. Just exorcise the demons, Mitch, all because of the microbiome. Okay, do you want to stop me now?
Was it like the Dark Ether in Thor: The Dark Ages when it was leaving Natalie Portman's body? Was it like rah, like that? God,
yeah, I was lifted. I was.
Did
levitating.
you levitate?
Mm-hmm, I was levitating, and then then I woke up 2 days later, a sweaty, disastrous mess, having
Not
eaten an
knowing where
entire
you
box
are.
of soda crackers and drank 6 orange Gatorades. So that's what I'm geeking out about. How does that? I didn't ask for it. I wasn't like, hey, flip the expunge switch. Okay, do that. Body's just like, I'm out.
The evacuation button got hit. Somebody tripped the alarm.
Exactly. Yep. The self-destruct button was hit. And that's kind of neat, isn't it? Because I'm better. Like, I feel better. Like, thank goodness. I could have died.
After all those demons left your body,
no.
I'm very glad you're alive. Yes, sir.
Everyone out. We'll worry about the consequences later.
What consequences? What happened to your home?
It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. It was a mess, dude. Now I got to wonder about this is as nasty as I'll get with you guys. I got a good chip bucket kind of thing, and I got to wonder, am I putting chips back in that thing? You know what I mean?
Nice comms. All right.
So
I'm eating some popcorn based off that.
so
Let's
sick.
go. Was it this big?
Why am I blanking? Yeah, that. What do you put your
Was it-
popcorn
was it-
in?
was
A
it-
bowl. A bowl. For God's sakes. I'm still.
Sean forgot the word bowl. Apparently his
enough of that.
vocabulary
That's
got
enough of my
expunged
geek out.
too.
That is enough of my geek out. I can't believe people listen to this garbage. Mitch, what's next, man? What's happening here?
Housekeeping.
Get in here.
Is that lady here?
Yeah, we need change my sheets, please.
Actually, we need to clean up right there. Sean expunged everywhere. Somebody get
My
that.
laundry machine was like, "You sure you want to keep using that sanitize button function?" Yes, I do.
There's not enough OxyClean in the world that can help Sean's clothing right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, my bedroom smells great now. Everything's clean. Everything's nice.
How many times you gonna wash sheets, bro?
Oh, it's pretty dicey there, man. It's pretty dicey.
That's terrible.
He is hating this. See,
know
normally
who
you gotta
else-
go to your DMs to get distracted like this, but I did it
Yeah,
on the
right
show.
there. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're right here on the
Wants to
show.
Distract me
For
right
everybody
now.
to
You're welcome. My
That
DMs,
is
you know where
crazy.
it is. Go send me things. Good golly god.
You know who's
Oh,
super happy that they got to hear about Sean's expunging? Robert Reese, who is joining at the ad-free all-in-one tier. He is super happy that he gets to hear this content ad-free. Just like you guys can do if you guys go to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. While you're there, make sure you check out all the recent Patreon content. Bowser's episode of Pants is live. She's not here, but you can go listen to her if you want. Go do that. Fee's up next. So, did you already record your episode, Fee?
Send me questions, y'all. If you're in the chat right now, you're more than welcome. Send me questions.
Is it due tonight?
Yep.
All right, so we're not playing.
She'll
our
figure it
burgers.
out.
She'll figure it out.
I figure it out, guys. It's fine. We're good.
She does. There is a new episode of the Mini Indie Van, though, that is live now on your podcast feeds and on YouTube. So make sure you just check that out, all that stuff on YouTube. And, just subscribe to Patreon so you can listen to it there. Foya had Jason from So Many Games on the show to talk about their most anticipated indie games of 2026. So make sure you guys go check that out. There's a new GUIs episode with Sean and Kevin Ainsworth from Save the Game Media. They talk about Karn. Wait, is that Karn?
Nobody knows.
It's Karen.
Karen?
I thought it was Karen. Apparently, there's a French-Canadian friend of Kevin's who said that it's pronounced somehow else. So who knows? The
that
jury's
climbing
out.
game from the Game Bakers.
Exactly.
So go subscribe to the GUIs Game of the Year podcast now. Make sure you guys go do that.
Do it
Listen to
now.
Do it right now on your phones while you're listening to us. Go do that, please. Thank you. Of course, the current Backtrackers game, Sean's favorite game of 2025, Dispatch. You guys can talk about that tomorrow, Saturday, February 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys are there. And then, of course, the current Book Crafters theme. It's not Valentine's, it's Smut. Make sure you guys
Very
are there for
nice.
that Saturday, February 28th, 7 p.m. Eastern, because God knows you can't talk about that before noon. That's probably
It's
a
true.
crime. That's a crime. It's not a crime. All the amazing merch that we have on carpoolgaming.com. So make sure you guys go there. You guys can check out all the merch that Fee hasn't figured out how to make yet, but she's got a whole list of shirts she has to make for all the new quotes that we have. Some of those sound bites that I have from Sean's streams in the morning, which, by the way, if you guys aren't there for those morning streams, please be there.
Yeah, what are you doing?
They're a hoot and holler, and you can check
If you're
them
not
out.
there, I'm starting to take it personally. I'm so consistent with it, other than what I was talking about earlier, where I wasn't able
When
to
you
stream
expunged?
this week, where I had my buckets handy. Yeah. Other than
the
that,
buckets.
pretty consistent.
5-gallon Home Depot bucket. Couldn't
That's
contain
right.
it. But don't worry though.
See, the trick though is, Mitch, you gotta keep your sawdust in the Home Depot bucket just in case. Just in case.
Yeah. Do you have that powder that the janitors use in elementary school that was terrible when somebody threw up? Did you have that?
It's not great, actually. As I'm thinking about it, X-nay on the sawdust, because if it just bounces back up at you when you're getting sick, and that's not what you want. You don't want it flying back up at your face.
I have never wanted to leave a podcast so fast in my life than it is right now. I'm looking at the red button. I am
StreamYard, clip it. Anyways, while you're there at carpoolgaming.com, make sure you give some merch, because why not? Go ahead and be nice and give somebody a shirt. You could do that. Or a mug, or a hoodie, or something. We're going to make an expunge shirt for Sean. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, can we get a... Nope, I'm not. I'm done. The bit's done. The bit is done. I can't risk
Okay, we're
another
done.
person quitting.
You can...
We're already down a Bowser, for God's sakes.
No one's quitting. Don't worry about it. Of course, while you're there at carpoolgaming.com, make sure you guys donate. Every donation on the website goes straight to our Extra Life Fund for us to do cool things somewhere on Earth in November at some time.
That's right.
As direct and as like descriptive as I can be, because that's
right.
about all the information that we have so far. But of course, while you're checking out all the stuff on Carpool Gaming, make sure you guys check out all of the different shows that Carpool Gaming has to offer. The GUIs, which we talked about earlier, Games of Our Year podcast, the Mini Indie Van, Indies Game podcast, hosted by Fulia, the Nintendo Drive, the RPG Cave, and of course, the best damn show that Carpool has to offer, the Xbox Drive.
That's us. Yeah, this is the best one.
Leave! Clean up that expunge. Thank you.
Fee, please.
That's the last I'll say.
Yes.
I think you've got feel like you might have a good update for us with the games you're playing right now.
I do. I have a really good update. I rolled credits on Control. Guys, yep, I sure did. Mind you, is there a bunch of other side content that I could complete? Absolutely. Will I come back to it later? 100%. Do I need to know more? Absolutely.
Oh.
However, yeah. No, so I cannot say anything of which I witnessed last night because one, it is all spoilers, and two, I just want other people to experience that game. Goodness gracious. Did I rage out a few times? Sure.
Yep,
It was a little
fair.
bit frustrating. Am I good at shooters? No. Did I realize maybe I should have just played in keyboard and mouse the entire time?
Yeah.
Probably. I played controller, and after playing another game this week, it made me very, very clearly realize I am better at shooters with keyboard and mouse than I am with a controller.
One of us.
One of us. So the amount of fun I had as well. Did I freak out multiple times? Absolutely. There were some jump scares last night? 100%. But no, I was really excited. I'm happy that I took time with it. And I am excited to go back because I did play the Ultimate Edition. So apparently there are some expansive things that you can do in the game after credits. So I will be going back because it was essentially like, hey, we did this, but now we need to like fully complete it. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean, guys? What do you mean? So I have to go back. But not right now because we have to go play Tiny Bookshop. Sean, I have to go sell some books in a quaint little seaside town for a little bit.
Why do you have to play that next? Why do you have to do that, Fee?
Because it's a part of the wheel. The wheel. Because everyone else except for myself finished all their wheel spin
I barely
games.
remember the wheel.
Sean's already like 5 games past the wheel, but that's okay. Did I say that I think Control should have been a multi count game? Sure. Is it mostly a joke? Yes. Because things happen and I'm like, this This should have counted as 2 games at least. But no, it is still counting as 1 game, so I'm going to continue playing because we raise money for Extra Life, and I spun a wheel to tell me what games I need to play before I play anything else solo this year, because I have been playing some games multiplayer. So that's been a lot of fun, and so I will be checking out Tiny Bookshop this weekend. Even though I have technically started it previously, I did say I would start a new game because I feel like that seems like the most correct way of doing it, so I will be starting a new bookshop instead of continuing with the old bookshop I had. So yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like this is definitely something I need. So I'm really excited to get back into Tiny Bookshop. But yeah, the story and Control, I am going to be thinking about it for a long time. Probably forever at this point, because there's just so many loops and different like things you have to look through. And then also, is it going to be my slights? Okay. Should I be spending time on this? No. But am I slightly tempted to memorize what the chant that the people who are infected by the hiss say just for giggles? Sure. So yeah, I just really want to like go back to it, but that's going to be maybe off stream, checking out some of the side content as I go, because I really want to like get more like Easter eggs and stuff like that. It does make me really excited for the next Control game that's coming out later this year too.
I mean, personally, I don't want to, poop on your popsicle, but I don't think that's a saying. I don't think it's coming out this year, but I don't know. I just doubt that anything that doesn't have a date at this point is coming out this year, which is a good thing because it gives you more time.
Correct.
To go do your thing.
Time?
Yeah, I think Control for you is like really perfect. I feel like it's such a dum-dum with Control. It's got all these like cool hidden twists and these messages and all these things that like people need to like put together. And I'm like, look at you, look at this art house picture. I'm like, I don't understand it. It's like, you get this stuff. Like you're writing things down, you're putting it all together, you understand it. Like that's why it will stick with you. Like I remember the gameplay being cool and like the mystique being interesting. That's my memorable impression of Control, and that's like so selling it short. Like it's way richer than what I recall it to be. So like you playing it is, it's better. I'm just like, that was cool. I like when you like threw stuff at other people. That was neat. And when I floated around, great. Yeah, that was good. That was a good game, and it was nice graphics, and I played as a sweet lady with her plastic gun thing that changed shapes, I think.
I mean, it
Did I
does
get that
change
right?
shapes. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay, nailed it.
It was just like, it just seems as though there's just like, there's multi layers to it. And also I like the fact that a lot of the game does lead to like interpretation. And I will say I geeked out a little bit because there is an Easter egg and they do mention another series within that universe. And I started screaming Alan Wake multiple times. And I'm like, they said the word. And then I was just like losing my mind because I'll be honest, as someone who is not familiar with this series at all, I thought this game came out before Alan Wake. That's my novice like naivete. Like I didn't know that like Alan Wake came out first, mostly because I think in my brain I equated like the remaster as Alan Wake being released. So it was like Control, Alan Wake, and then Alan Wake 2. I didn't realize that it was a remaster. I don't know. It just 360. At the time I was like, I'm not really paying attention to it. I don't really know what this is. But now that I know, I'm like, oh, this is the second out of the series, like
and they actually spoiled it when they talked about the DLC. Like there was imagery or something that it was pretty clear. So like for you to even have avoided that and for it to still manage to be a surprise, like you're in you've kind of just slid into the perfect spot here. Like that's awesome because a lot of people was ruined. Like everybody played and they're like, oh yeah, there it is. Because I think Remedy they had an image or something that they put out there. And everybody's like, oh, there it is, Alan Wake. There he is.
You
didn't know. Nailed it.
Know.
You did it right.
Know. So I guess I did it right, and that's what I'm really excited to continue playing. I wish that there was a way. Who knows? I don't know if there is a way to find like the same files that are redacted not redacted, because I don't know if that's an option in the later game, like continuing on playing, because there were sections where I'm like, when I was reading it out in stream, I kept on saying like redacted, blah blah blah, redacted,
Right.
redacted, and I'm like, is there like some sort, because you're the director, you should have access to everything, you should have access to like behind,
You would think.
like, you'd think. But apparently she does everything because everyone's just staying in that one room, which I understand. There's reasons. But, like, she is just trying to go for Employee of the Year or, like, Employee of the Month every single month. Yes, Mitch.
Did Quantum Break get mentioned in the game? Is that
I'm
all
trying
part
to
of the
remember.
universe?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if because there's like a time.
I just checked.
Well, I don't know
It's
what happened in
2016 is when Quantum Break came out, and then 2019 was Control. I just didn't know if it got
Quantum
mentioned or
Break is
not.
good. I should go
I-
back
Such a
and
good
play
game.
that one. You might like. I wish this is a case where I wish I could just give you a digital game. I wish I could give you my copy of Alan Wake 2, because I actually think you would like that way more. Like, just it's a detective kind of experience. You got
I
your
love
push pins, like your yarn and everything. You got your stuff.
Sean,
I
that's
think you'd
right up
like
my
it.
alley.
Yeah, I think you'd like it. I should give it another try.
You know what? Wait until I get there. And then we can, like, essentially...
Here, like
buddy play it.
in my house.
Well, I mean that, but I also meant, like, when I got to... Like, when I play Alan Wake, because now I have
That
to
makes
play Alan
way
Wake.
more sense, because I
And
was
then
like,
we-
yeah, come on over. What?
The only ways you can play a digital game you own is to show up physically at your home.
That's what I was. That's why I was
Yeah.
there. That's why I thought that. But okay, that's weird. I know we're Canadian, but like, you are far away, Fee.
I'm closer to Portugal. We figured this out.
Exactly.
It's
Yes,
just...
it's true, Mitch.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we figured it out during a podcast that I'm closer to Portugal than I am to Sean.
Yeah. So shout out to Portugal.
Yeah, that's how big our country is.
I
Oh,
guess.
Canada.
Vast.
Oh, Canada. It's vast.
Yep.
But yeah, no,
Sweet.
that is one game I played this week. Also,
Good.
Sean, I started playing another game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I made a pact with a specific person in the community, Kay. And I said, I will only get this game if you buy it. And then the other night she said, so I'm downloading Arc Raiders. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're in. I guess we're in this. So I purchased it. And yeah, so I've been playing it quite consistently. Pretty like addicted to it, essentially. Mostly because, okay, when I first heard of Arc Raiders, and this is because the moment I hear a shooter, it kind of just like my brain goes like into like Charlie Brown, like wah 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 wah. And so like I thought this was gonna be like a first person shooter experience that was like a battle royale, and I'm like, oh, I don't care. So it like went. Whoosh. However, this gives me such Fallout vibes, and I'm just like, I need to do the Sean.
I didn't
it
know
is-
that. What?
Oh, yes. Okay, so you live in like essentially
God
a
damn
town
it.
underneath the ground, Sean. And then you go venturing. And then you actually get to collect items and do quests. Sean, it's like what we wanted for Fallout 76. Now, mind you, it is not like a continuous. However, Sean, the quest system works. There's massive robots. It's like...
It's the most basic thing you can ask for a game. The quests work. I hope.
You...
Dude,
got,
talking about?
little
You didn't play
stations-
Fallout 76 with
I
us, did
didn't.
you?
You're right. I didn't. No.
Yeah, you don't understand.
Yeah, you
do
don't
not
get it,
understand.
Mitch.
You
I
don't
guess
get it.
not.
It was like mind you, I think my experience was like improved tenfold by experiencing this game with someone who is not a shooter person whatsoever. And it was just pure chaos when we first played. And it was just absolutely bonkers. Kay, shout out to her. She mostly, it's because every time she saw something she would scream, and then like we'd have to like try to kill it, and then she's like screaming at me because she's dying, and I'm like, okay, I'm in the same situation as you, as I'm getting tased by a robot. And I'm like, yes. And her names, she does not go by the names of the actual Arc robots. She calls them shooty shooty boom boom and other things like that. So like whenever I'm just like, "Kay, what's going on?" She's like, "It's a shooty shooty boom boom." And she points, like she starts yelling at it. Yes, what's up, Mitch?
You can't do that in this game. Like you can't. Because you just can't. Because the shooty boom booms, there's some you definitely are like, oh, that one, I'm okay with that one. And then there's that one where you're like, no, we need to run and hide desperately. So you can't just shooty boom boom over there. Okay.
That's what I would do.
Okay, one, it's the
You guys would
little
hate
fire-
if with any of these games. You would, especially with the stakes being as high as they are. You guys would hate playing with me.
Like, hey,
let's
guys,
go over
that
there.
flying
Let's shoot
thing's
that.
coming at us. Like, what are you talking? What flying thing? You got to be more specific,
I'm
please.
sure it'll be fine.
Oh my
The
gosh. I
Rocketeer.
also
We died.
I made the choice this week to start watching season 2 of Fallout because the new season finale came out. So you bet your bottom dollar I put on the New Vegas soundtrack as I'm playing this game and hearing like I got Spurs that while you're like running around and like just chef's kiss. I'm so excited. Mind you, this is like obviously Fallout's a lot more vast, but there's also there's lore. Like
Love lore.
What's happening? Why are we
Yeah, what is
underground?
happening? Wait, what
are
is
these
happening?
arc creatures? Exactly, Sean.
Oh, okay. We don't know, but they're
don't
asking.
know.
Okay,
And
all
so,
right.
like, one of the quest lines is we just got this signal and we've never heard the signal before. We need to investigate. So then you have to go out and like actually add some like radio. Like you have to go adjust some like radio towers and stuff.
Yes,
like, that.
like
And I'm
Lost. You have to triangulate. It's the French woman.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
God, we're saved. Remember
This is
Lost,
what-
guys?
If this was a Lost tie-in the whole time, I like this game 100 times more. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh my
Yes.
god. Also, on top of everything else, Sean, you have a pet companion and his name is Scrappy. And he's a chicken that stays at your base and he collects shiny objects for you. And every time he goes like cock-a-doodle-doo, and then you like take his like items and then he's super happy.
Oh, we don't need
so
any
yeah.
more games. This is
Yeah.
it. This
Yep.
is the one.
It's
I feel, sometimes, we talk about games and you're kind of like letting the audience in, or the community or the chat or whatever, like, you guys should know about this. And it's like, this feels very directed. This feels very targeted. I feel very pressured. So I have deflected by putting my Steam wish list sorted by date added into the chat.
I just look. I thought that was a Carpool Gaming like merch search or merch like link, and
that's
I'm
mine.
like, hold on, that says wish list. There's no shot. Sean just put his wish list in the
I
chat.
added it to my wish list. I sorted it by date added, and I put a link, and we'll let
What
the universe do
date
the
is
rest.
that? I just go to your wish list. It's highlighted green. It's the first one. It's like, this one's the one I bought the most. Damn, Sean. I didn't know we could do that.
I'm trying to. Hey, man.
Hey,
It's
man.
my.
Holy
What do you
shit.
want?
Talk about self promo. That's like the ultimate
I love
self
that.
promo.
Every now and then, I'm gonna pull a move like this. Just
I like it. I'm not mad at it, bro.
just
Whatever
make
it takes to
myself
get you in the
feel
game, dog. I'm good.
Yeah, no, I very much recommend it. It's enjoyable to play, of course, with friends. I will say I'm not slightly thrilled that the largest team group you can build is a trio. Like,
Oh,
I wish
yeah.
you could have a quad or something
sixto.
like that. Something like that, or even if you could have like a private lobby where you could invite some friends and then you could all go to that particular map. Because I would like to play with multiple people. I'd like to play with Mitch. I'd like to play with Kay. Lucas just got the game too,
Oh,
so I'm
shout
gonna be
out!
playing it
Oh,
with him.
wow!
Yeah, so like there's like multiple of us. Like, why can't we have that option? And maybe they do introduce it in the future. I swear. However, if they pull a Fallout 76 and they charge us a monthly subscription to be able to make private lobbies, I will uninstall this game and I will burn it to the ground. I don't understand why they
Put
do
it on
this.
its own disk drive and throw it out the window.
Exactly. I would just be like, this.
Throw it
this
into the ocean. You could literally throw it into the ocean. You could just
I
step out into
could.
your backyard. Yeah.
Exactly.
You might
That's
hit the
how close it
Titanic
is.
from where you are. You're right there.
Quite honestly, yeah.
That's sweet.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, that's
But
great.
Yeah, Arc Raiders, Sean.
That's
it's
cool.
It's right there. It's just I really want to play right now, but of course I'm not because we're
But
podcasting.
you're stuck here with me.
No,
doing this.
I'm stuck with Mitch. I'm excited to be
Yeah,
here
no.
with you.
Got him.
Just making sure you're paying attention, Mitch.
This is amazing. This is our best show yet.
This
Exactly.
whatever.
You got me with
But
the
no.
Fallout vibes. I was not expecting that. Interesting.
Sean, the only thing I will say, I had to put the music in myself. I had to go open up Spotify. It
Sure,
wasn't like
I
you had to
mean,
open
I
up
get
a
it.
radio.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm being hopeful at some point because like there's like what is it, Euro Truck Simulator? You can listen to real radio
Yep.
when you're playing that game. I think they should do the same thing here. I feel like there should be, but mind you, we're already having issues trying
Where's
to get
Mad
like
Dog?
a signal other places, so I don't think they're gonna have that option. But yeah, it's super fun. Would recommend
Nice.
it. Yeah.
Look at you. Control, Arc Raiders, Tiny Book, something. What's it called? Tiny Bookshop?
Tiny bookshop, yeah.
I got there. Calm down. I didn't even know what a bowl was called before, so don't take offense.
That is true.
You know what I mean? Like, if ever I forget anything about anybody personally, I didn't know what the word bowl was a second ago. So just don't take it too harsh.
That's okay.
I'm just an idiot.
I forgot
at
what
all.
a bowl was. It's
Not I forgot what a
crazy.
bowl was. I knew what a bowl was. I forgot the word.
Yes.
What I should have
Sorry.
done is, how do you say in English? You know, that's a better way of forgetting a
Yeah,
word. Is how do you say in
that's how we-
English? Yeah,
that's how we
you.
get away with it. The Canadians, we just say
Yep.
like, how do you say it?
How do you say?
Yes, Mitch.
Como se dice?
Well, one thing I wanted to look at this real fast because there was a roadmap that talked about some of the things that Arc Raider is doing, and there is going to be a 12-person raid that is coming in Q4.
Oh man,
So
then it'll be over.
As long as the game keeps its thing, it says the year will end with its first ever 12-person cooperative activity, which I assume is going to be like a against Arc. Like probably not going to be like, it's going to be like a collective, like all of us are going to try to defeat some giant Arc thing. I'm assuming, like not
Wasn't
against
Arc,
each
by
other.
the way? You say that. Wasn't Arc something before? Wasn't it about dinosaurs? Wasn't there another
Yes.
Arc game? Is
There
it
is
the
a game
same
called
thing?
Arc. It is not at all. No. So
They're
is another game
totally
that's Arc.
different things.
Yes. Funny enough, when I've been talking to Queen about Arc, she plays the Arc dinosaur game. I keep talking about Arc. She's like, when did you start playing Arc? I'm like,
Right.
oh, wait. No. I'm so sorry. Arc Raiders. I have to
Is it
like
even the same?
specify
Is it
that.
K and C? Arc with a C? It's different.
Yeah, it is
They're
different. The
not
Dino
even
one is
spelled.
with a K and this one's with a C.
I mean,
Arc
also
Raiders.
like 2 weeks ago, Arc Knights just came out with their new
Right.
gotcha game that just came out, which is Arc Knights Enfield, which is what I've like semi been playing daily to just do dailies. But yeah, it just Arc.
Which is the one with Vin Diesel? That everybody thought was Turok or Dino Crisis or something.
That's
You're
Arc 2, actually.
It's
Yeah.
Arc 2.
That's the Dino version of Arc 2, yes.
Okay.
That
It's
like
too much.
I don't think has come out at all. Like that thing got shown off years ago, by the way. I remember that.
Okay. It's kind of, I don't know why, but it's another notch for me. It's a good thing that this isn't the dinosaur. It's not an offshoot. It's totally
Right.
different. Because for whatever reason, I felt like I already decided, I guess I wasn't interested in the dinosaur one. So I don't know. For whatever reason, this makes sense to me. Again, I don't know what bowls are. So that sounds
Speaking
good
of
to me.
Queen in the chat right here, she goes, Arc? Oh, never
there.
mind. Wrong
Yeah.
Arc.
JK.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Yep.
Thank you for clarifying. Very nice.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else, Fee?
Nope, that's all I've been playing.
Mitch, what are you playing over there, bud?
Literally Arc Raiders every day.
Nice.
Every day.
Every day?
Like, every day. I just haven't stopped playing it. So I will say when I first got the game, I felt bad because a lot of my friends, Buzz and them, have been playing the game for months, right? They have already maxed out everything. They already have all these blueprints. They already have all these things. And what sucks is I feel bad when I jump into games with my friends that after they've had a lot of time in a game. Same thing happened with Marvel Rivals. They were grinding characters. They were doing all this stuff and I just wasn't. And I feel bad because it's like, I don't want to jump in and ruin your guys' time because I don't want to suck and bring down the group, right? That's just my own head. To be clear, Buzz and them have never once said, get good, then come back and play with us. It's just my own head. I don't want to ruin their experience. So for the longest time, I've been doing the Arc Raiders missions and just kind of like exploring and finding different things. And I will say, I was kind of doing what Fee was doing, which is just doing the quests, right? And the quests I will say the quests are good for teaching you the maps fast because as you do these maps have a lot of different spots and there's a lot of different like hiding spots for loot and all those different types of things. So it's like doing the quests are nice. And then as you do the quests, you do get blueprints, you get weapons that you can use. Like you do gain things as you do the quests. Where things start to get different though is the one thing I'm happy about, this game can be completely played solo. You do not need people in order to play this game. You could do solo raids where you could just go out and do these quests by yourself. Is it easier with friends? Of course it is, because your friends can help do these quests with you and it counts collectively progress and all that stuff. But if you just want to go out and try to find some blueprints or find some guns or find some parts or some materials, 100% you can go out and do it by yourself. And I would say for about 90% of it, it's friendly. Everybody who's in solos kind of has an understanding of like, yo, I'm not going to shoot you. We're cool, right? Like we're all just trying to get materials at this point, right? Nobody's out trying to kill each other. However, and just to be clear, Fee got killed in solos. Okay. It happens. I'm not saying like it's perfect. You can run across some people who are that rude and will kill you in solos, right? Where you start getting into deeper territories though is duos and especially trios. If you play in trios, the way the matchmaking works in the game, it kind of like, how often are you starting fights? And depending on, are you aggressive or are you passive, it pairs you with other people that are passive or aggressive, right? So like, if you're not shooting anybody, for the longest time, me and Bowser were playing and no one was starting anything for the longest time. And we were just doing missions. Everything's cool. We'd see other people. Hey, friendly, have a good day. Just on our way, doing our stuff. But then you run across some people that just start shit. And it's like, I really don't want to shoot you back. I'm trying to be cool and just do this mission because I've been working all day. Sorry that you're unemployed and you already have a gun that's way better than mine and you've played this game since day one. I'm just trying to play this game and do some quests. But then that evil switch in your head slowly gets turned and you're just like, I'm over it. I'm just going to start shooting people. Because the problem is in that game, if you get shot first, unless you have like something to hide behind real fast or something, it is rough. Because you'll get shot before you know it. By the time you'll turn around, you're done. You're dead. There's nothing you can do to save yourself. And it's like, now it's like, also you lose a lot of trust in that game, unfortunately. People are like, hey, you cool? Yeah, I'm cool too. And then they start shooting you.
Just like life, man.
Just like in life.
Yep. You can't even, once you get shot once, it's tough to come back from it.
You are correct. Yes, Fee.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I just want to say my first experience with players, like in close combat or like specifically close, was Kay and I both got knocked down because we decided to try to run across a specific area in, I think it's like the ruined city, and there's this massive robot. And so we were both knocked down and I'm like, oh man, like we're yelling like, hey, can anyone help us? Someone comes over, Sean, and I'm like, oh man, this person's gonna help me. Sean, this guy lifts up his hand, moves his glove a little bit, moves up his hand, and then smashes me over the head and then kills me, and then takes my stuff, and then takes Kay's stuff. And I'm like, wait, what just happened? Because apparently you can knock people out if you see them down. So instead of helping them, you have an option. You can either help them or you can knock them out. And then that's what happened. And I'm like, we were both like, what in the actual ungodly anything just happened? Because we both just got...
Okay.
Yeah, It was super nice.
Yep,
Other
this
times,
sounds great.
I've had really nice people. Yesterday, I found someone in solos. Like, we both got attacked in a higher, like, loot area. And then we both, like, started, like, moving. Like, you can gesture and you can actually do some emotes and your character talks. So then we ended up, like, traveling together until we got to the elevator to leave. And I'm like, oh, man, this guy's so cool. Tried to help someone on another map. A vigilante came and shot both of us. And the guy told the other guy, like, hey, you suck at this game. And then he came over to me and then stood over my body as I was bleeding out and then shot me and then killed me. So, like, it's really, like, positives. And then, like, also just some really not so great people. So, yeah.
I mean, also, as is life. It's just like Sean said, it's kind of like that.
I'm saying. This sounds like
I've ran across some people where, like, I've mentioned I'm new. I'm like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new. And people will be like, oh, you're new? Here's blueprints. Have a good day. And they just left. They didn't ask for anything. They didn't kill me. They literally just said, oh, we have blueprints and we're just helping people. Here you go. Have a good day. And then you get people that will literally see you and shoot you on sight. So I will say when I'm playing with like Bowser, it's for the most part it's passive, but now our lobbies have started to get more aggressive because Bowser's gone full dark. She's over it. She's shooting everything on sight. We've lost too much.
I would start there, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you can if you want. But here's the thing I'll tell you. When I play with Buzz and Steven, it is trios and Buzz literally goes, shoot everyone. Like, do not trust a single person, because their lobbies are very different because they've been playing the game forever and they've gone through all of this. They're like, start shooting everybody. Don't ask questions. Don't just know. Just if you see somebody and they look at you and they have a gun in their hands, start shooting them. I'm like, all right, that's what I do.
Yep.
But there's definitely, like I said, the one thing I didn't want to do as well is I wanted to grind the game enough to where when I lost something, I wasn't like hella angry, right? That's the thing I've kind of gotten
How's
to
that
now.
going?
Good now, right? There are situations where like I'll die and I'll lose like two really good guns and I lost some loot that I picked up and I get mad, but I now have the resources to where I can just kind of recraft some stuff, or I have like spares of the guns in my bag back at the base, so I can just get those guns back. Still sucks. You don't want to lose, right? But there's been situations now where I don't feel as bad. But also too, there's a map that is called Stella Montis that is essentially kind of known as go here and practice fighting people, because everybody on that map shoots everybody on sight. There's no friendliness for the most part in that map, but what have all my friends told me? What's the best way to get better at something? Reps. Just keep going and keep. So for a while, I was going into Selmontis on a free loadout, which a free loadout in the game is just they give you a random gun, some random healing items, and they just go here. Who cares if you die? You're not losing anything you had. It's just all free stuff. But I've gone on that map and practiced actually like engaging enemy fights and stuff like that, and I've gotten better. So there's a couple situations where I've gotten some kills. I've gotten some really good loot from those people. And do I feel bad? Sometimes. Sometimes I don't, though. Sometimes I just got killed 2 games ago and I'm like, no, I want something back. I gotta get back out there and get my stuff back. So but the thing is like it's such a good game. The risk reward of like you getting some really good loot and just escaping, getting out of the place is so good. So the highs are high, the lows can be low, but I think the more you play the game and the more you understand about the game, the lows don't hurt as much because you have that kind of like built up stash that's back at base where you can just, kind of go back and get back in the fight and everything. But the game is amazing. It really is. And they keep adding more stuff to it. They've given now they have like a prestige, if you want to call it that, where you can gather stuff and restart from scratch. But when you restart from scratch, you have extra item slots, you gain XP faster, things like that. So even people that have been playing the game since day one, they still have a lot of stuff to do and they're still adding more stuff. And I mean, they should. The game's got 100,000 concurrent players like every day. So yeah, that game is phenomenal. It's really good. Fee likes the whole like the Fallout music and stuff like that. She literally said that. She's like, oh, this game needs Fallout music. And she's like, and obviously it made her like the game even more. But ever since Apex doesn't have a new season, until Apex does have a new season Tuesday, there's some cool new stuff in that. So I'll be playing some Apex, not this weekend, but next weekend. And I think Fortnite's season is going to be changing here soon too. So I'll be playing a mix of things. But right now, it was kind of a really good time for me to get into Arc Raiders because I did the Fortnite, South Park stuff in Fortnite. Apex Battle Pass is done. So I just focused all my time in Arc Raiders. But it is high up on the list of games I'm playing for sure.
Nice. No high guard.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
Should
we just leave it at that?
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad because I saw a stat online that's like the game has 3,000 concurrent players.
Yikes.
And like that's not good at all.
It's like an elementary class in Canada, right, Fee? We're just crammed in there in this education. Maybe Alberta, maybe it's us. You guys are probably fine out there.
But no, it's like
you're not fine out there. Oh, no.
You're not fine out there.
The kids aren't all right.
Oh no. But no. Yeah, high guard. I don't know, man. I got limited time to play games, and it's like, do I want to play
the other
that?
ones just work.
No.
They just click.
They work, and they're great. The one thing I do want to play, Buzz did send me a new skateboarding game demo, which I may check out this weekend. On the veil of like realistic skating, not Tony Hawk style, like actual real skating. It's called Skate Style. There's a demo on Steam, so I downloaded that.
Oh yeah,
I'll check that out.
Been hearing about that.
But yeah,
nice.
Otherwise that's
should play those games with like a DDR dance pad. You kind of like do your jumps and stuff, or a Wii balance board or something like that.
That's one of the few games, by the way, on Steam that they straight up say you need a controller. Like you are not playing this with keyboard and mouse. Controller required, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah, I'll be checking that out too.
Sweet. I like it.
Yeah.
What you been playing?
Oh, I thought Fee was coming off mute for something. She didn't look like you're gonna.
No, I was just gonna ask what you
just
were
like-
playing, Sean. I just
Oh,
want to know
eh.
what you're playing. Yeah, I'm really curious.
I'm flying around space, saving the galaxy from Reapers.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite games ever, and I put it on a wheel. And Mass Effect, it has arrived. I don't even know where to start because I'm probably going to have another week. I think I don't know if I'm going to be done by this time next week. I'm hoping that I don't need a bowl or bucket or anything next week. I might be able to actually get some time in. But I've been playing for the last little while Mass Effect 1 on Legendary Edition on PC. It's in 4K, Mitch, and it looks pretty sharp, I must say. Been streaming
It looks
this
really
thing.
nice from what I'm seeing. It looks really good.
I think so. Like, I mean, obviously there's, artifacts and elements from it being a 360 game. But yeah, like load times are almost non-existent. You go in an elevator because you must. It's just the way things are built. But man, like I almost, as you guys were talking, I'm like, man, I really gotta have to refrain here because I could really geek out about Mass Effect. It was almost my geek out earlier. And I will be playing it next week. But here's the deal. When I talk about like writing in games and just like, can somebody do a little bit of not just a little bit, this guy does a ton. This team did a ton of homework to build this universe, this galaxy, this cast of characters, the rules of the world and of the game. Like it all existed for years. And then they went, we're going to pluck the story here. And this is what I think classic BioWare always did so well. Like the world was so well realized. And the stakes, I say this all the time, the galaxy it's going to end. If you don't stop this, like everybody is screwed. It's not like, oh, wouldn't it suck if that bad guy won? It's everyone's dead. Like mass extinction, this is going to happen. And it's all wrapped up in like this. There's this 50,000 year mystery and there's these cool things and just really great sci-fi writing. I just got to say, how are you going to travel faster than the speed of light? They got an answer for that. They got an answer for everything, man. They filled this citadel space with all these cool aliens. Goodness gracious. I'm hyperventilating, you guys. Mitch, the Rachni. There are these these like starship troopers, insect race, and they're taking over there in their numbers. And so the rest of the galaxy is like, what are we going to do? We've got this Krogan race over here. They like fighting. Let's breed a bunch of those guys up. So the Krogan get up in numbers and they take care of the Rachni. It's like, oh, that's great. But then the Krogan keep growing in their numbers. And they're like, we can't have this. There's too many of these warrior beast things that look like angry toad lizard gecko things. And no, we can't. So we task the Solarians, who, by the way, are these lizard things who only live till like they're 40, but they're really, really fast and their metabolism's crazy and their brains go really fast and they're always inventing and they're scientists and everything. So they invent the genophage so that the Krogan can't breed anymore. So they take care of the Krogan problem that they created to take care of the Rachni problem. And this is all just pre-context. This isn't even in the game. This is just stuff that happens in the world that you, Commander Shepard, find yourself in to interact with all these other species who got a lot of shit going on, man. They don't trust each other? Well, no kidding. They're all trying to kill each other. They're all trying to hit bioweapons against each other, man. Like, what is a guy to do? But we got to focus on the mission. That's what you got to do. And you got to bring the people together. And you got to focus on what's right. And you're going to stand up for humanity. And you're going to become one of the first specters in the galaxy for humanity. And you're going to show them how it's done, Mitch. That's Mass Effect. Woo! Yes.
I've never heard one man be as passionate about a video game in my entire life. And I just want to say, I ain't upset with it. I'm super
Mass
happy
Effect
to see you add that
rules.
like that, bro.
Mass Effect rules. Every one of these species is amazing. The Hanar are there, and they're all like, oh, this one doesn't want to offend you. And then there's the Elcor. They kind of look like these big rhino elephant things. And everybody's a really cool way of speaking. And there's all these really different cultures. And I really do quite love it. But the UI is a disaster. The maps are a joke. The environments repeat. You said it earlier this morning. I was rolling around on my Mako, my little space lunar lander thing. And yeah, like the worlds are like there are problems with it. All right. Like when you play the game, there are definitely some issues with it. But goodness gracious, I sweat when I talk about this game.
Do you think
Yes.
some of those things that suck, though, some of them are based off the limitations of the hardware at the time they were making the game?
100%. 100%.
Like,
yeah, and I mean, yeah. So it makes
the
it
long
hard for other
hallways
people.
that you're walking between, like obviously that long hallway, this door to this door, where there's nothing in between. That was clearly to load the next level because they couldn't load it fast enough.
And it's a
The world
classic
being
like
empty.
BioWare thing. Like you see it with KOTOR, you see it with, the other Dragon Age, especially. Dragon Age 2 is hilarious. Dragon Age 2 is like the same place over and over and over again. And to some degree, it's kind of the same thing here. You go into like any base, any building on a planet or moon or anything, it's the same. What are the chances? Different star systems, they all have like the same layout. And so like you kind of forgive those things when you get into it, but you kind of have to get into it. You kind of have to allow yourself to just be in awe of it all. And like, I haven't even gotten into the fact that these saves carry over, the choices I've made. I have decided God, this game. Oh my God, you guys. There's so much to do. The Rachni, by the way, I don't want to spoil it. Damn, I'm not going to spoil it. Okay, I'll pause. Okay. Maybe I'll save some for next week. Is that all right? Because I'm playing, so to answer your question, simply, what I am playing, I'm playing Mass Effect. I'm playing it on stream. So if you guys want to catch me playing it live, you can go to twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live. And that's, probably about a third, coming up on halfway through. And at the moment, I'm doing probably the very least interesting story mission there is. It's by far my least favorite. So there you go. Yes, Mitch.
My favorite thing so far about your morning streams has been you trying to explain lore to Amanda, because that shit is hysterical. She's like,
because I don't care if she's like
going.
She doesn't care. I'm like,
She might mute the stream while you talk and then just type in
yeah, sounds good.
Like, yeah.
I don't care.
Cool. She mutes you and there's like pulls up a website and watches a YouTube video. I was just looking at the games on how long to beat, because I was not, to be clear, Sean.
Yes,
Don't cost me. I have not played a Mass Effect game.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I'll play it for you.
You are right now. But these games aren't terribly long. And I thought maybe they would. I mean, this Mass Effect 1, main story, just to be clear. And I know these types of games, main story, mainlining that is probably really difficult to do. I'm sure there's a lot of extra stuff that's got some cool stuff. Main story, 17 hours. Mass Effect 2, 25 hours. Mass Effect 3, 25 hours. There's some DLC that adds like 1 or 2 hours here and there. But like, it's not terrible.
That's all you need. That's all you need. We've lost the plot on this, you guys. It's actually why I'm really enjoying playing some of these older games. Like, we just need, all we need, Mitch, is a trilogy of games that come out on the same console, that the saves carry over, and that are crafted by some of the best writers that in a generation. That's all. That's all.
Doesn't seem like too much to ask for, you know what I'm saying?
That's all. I mean, the craziest thing is Mass Effect 2 in a lot of ways is better. And for a lot of people is their favorite of the trilogy. And that's still coming up, man. There's so many layers. There's this villain here. There's all these people who like, do I trust them or not? I get to choose. This is back in the day when morality systems were like really heavy into games. Are you going to be a good guy or a bad guy? Did I slap a news reporter in the face? It's possible. I might have slapped this news reporter. Did I have a big fan who wanted to just like chat with me a little bit and I didn't have time for this fan of mine? That's also true. Yes.
That's my favorite thing you've done on the stream so far, by the way. You walk up, you're like, I already know this guy's a huge fan. I'm going to crush his dreams. And I'm like, yes, do it. Do it. I was so
Conrad Werner, man. Yep. I'm sorry to say.
He was so happy to see you. And you basically, you dismissed the hell out of that guy.
You can play it however you want, for there's these moments. Like, I don't know if it's quite as fluid as an open as like a Skyrim or anything. I haven't even played Skyrim, so I'm not sure why I'm comparing it exactly to that. But like, it definitely is a guided experience, right? That's why it's 25 hours. It's not going to be like a 200. I don't think that there's even a way to play this game for 200 hours. But yeah, the story beats that hit, they really mean something. And like I said, I should leave some maybe for next week. The Mass Effect, I love it. But man, those menu systems, they suck, Mitch.
Can you have multiple save files in the game to where you can play it? Okay. I didn't know if it was like a Pokemon situation where you got one save file and that's it. You know what I mean?
No, they did it right.
That was a good way. Okay. And then when you play the second one, I'm assuming at the beginning of the game, it's like,
choose the save file that you want to bring forward. Yep.
Very cool.
That's crazy, dude. Like all these things I'm talking to you guys about, I'm pretty sure every single thing I've mentioned carries over in one way or another to the next game, or some of them skip the second game and go into the third game. Like some of them are just like, you think, oh, I guess that didn't matter. Then you play the third game, like, oh shit, here it is. Like, damn, that's really it's so cool.
And Andromeda didn't matter at all.
I don't think so. I didn't play. I can't speak to Andromeda enough, but it has me like wondering, should I go back and play that? Because I played up until the point till a lady said, I can't talk to you because my face is tired or something like that. I'm like, I'm out. I can't. She's like, my face is so tired. I'm like, no, that's a real line. I don't even think I'm doing it quite justice there, Mitch.
So when you saw that Star Wars game got announced at the Game Awards,
Casey Hudson, same director,
were you just like, let's go?
That's why. Because
I think that's why everybody cared as much about that game. Like all the kind of funny people, like they showed it off and everybody's like, that's cool.
Pretty good.
And they said directed by Casey Hudson. They're like, what the? Like they all just lost it. So based off how excited you are about this, that makes me excited to play that Star Wars game.
Yeah, man. I mean, it makes me think of Vince Zampella. Like there's these names of people who make these games, that lead these teams. And it's like, it does matter. And I feel like we get less and less of that. I'm still like, who's going to be the next one? Who's going to be the next Casey Hudson, Vince Zampella, Cliff Bleszinski, Hideo Kojima, whoever the next one is. I just don't even know if teams are built in this way anymore. And maybe there's something to be said about that. That could be another conversation for another day. But Mass Effect.
For sure.
Yeah. That's it.
I love that.
I'm loving it.
That's all you've been
really
playing?
enjoying it. That's all I've been playing. Yeah. I mean, Borderlands with Chelsea off to the side, but I think that's...
Man, you suck in that game too, from what I've been told.
Damn. Yeah, I'm doing okay.
I heard from someone on the internet. You know what I mean? Just someone on the internet said it.
Shoot, son of a gun. I think that's all. Is that it? I think that's probably it. I have at the library Silent Hill 2. Is it the remaster? I think that's ready for me, so I could go. Ooh. I could go check that out maybe pretty soon here.
Get spooky.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
I love getting spooky.
All right, that's it. That's it for Bowser. What you playing? Sweet. Thanks for telling me all that stuff, Bowser. That would have been a great time for her letter to arrive. That would have been nice.
That would have been great.
Okay. Do we have questions, Mitch?
We do. So let's people from outside of the car get your questions in. Come on, let's go. The good sir asks. I just want to preface this, okay? Usually Bowser asks the questions. I asked for questions this week because Bowser said, "Hey, could you?" And I said, "Sure, why not?" But when I asked for questions, I flat out said, "Ask us anything, and we mean anything." So I just want to be clear. We might not have some Xbox questions, but we got questions, okay? The good sir writes in, "Hey, Xbox crew, kind of an off topic for video games, but I'm heading to Universal Studios Florida next week for the first time. I'm super excited to check out the new Epic Universe, including Dark Universe, which is all the classic Universal monsters, which is awesome, and Super Nintendo World. Have any of you been? I'm stoked to try out Mario Kart and Donkey Kong's Coaster. If you have been, any advice? Have a great show." So, anybody gone to a theme park? Any of you Canadians gone to a theme park recently or anything?
Recently? No.
When was the last time you guys were at a theme park?
Fee?
Any theme park that I've ever gone to is now closed, and for that reason, I have not.
Damn. Oh, what'd you do?
She's the curse of theme park.
No kidding. What did you do to them?
I don't know. We had Crystal Palace in New Brunswick closed.
Oh,
we had
New
one called
Brunswick.
Upper Clemens in Nova Scotia closed.
Oh man.
And so yeah.
Did they close after you went? Like the day after you went, did they close? Because that would be hilarious.
It was like a decade after both.
Okay, then you're not a curse. You're fine.
Thank you. No, it's just a coincidence. I know I don't go to theme parks very often, as you can tell. So, no.
What
I
about
love
you,
theme
Sean?
parks. I love them.
They're great.
Yeah, they're great. They're bloody expensive. Like, goodness gracious. Like, what in the world? But I do love them. I think the last time I was at anything recognizable to anybody else is probably my honeymoon, which was like 12 years ago. I don't think I've been anywhere anytime recently. But yeah, we did Florida. We did Universal and we did Disney and all that kind of stuff. But it was way before like Nintendo was ever going to be doing anything like that. We did... I just feel like everything is ancient now. I don't even know if any of those rides are there. Like, isn't Tomorrowland like Star Wars land now or something?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, me personally, one thing I'll say, Fulia did kind of have a comment on that. I've only been to the Universal Studios in Hollywood, but I would highly recommend grabbing one of the Nintendo wristbands before heading into Super Nintendo World and interact with everything. So yes, that is one thing. They have the wristbands. I went to Universal Studios and Disney 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Sean's not wrong. It's expensive as hell. I don't want to tell you how much I spent on the trip. It was a scary amount. However, the Universal I went to Universal and I can speak on that. Universal, I did the fast pass at Universal. I know it's different there, but here's what I'll tell you. I don't know how long you're going to be going for as far as the trip goes. I went to Universal for one day. Universal Studios Hollywood. I did not go to Florida. Florida has a lot more stuff, by the way. Universal Studios Hollywood, much smaller of a place. But I did the fast pass there, and I get it. People with the fast pass, it's expensive. I did every ride in one day.
Yeah, it's worth it.
I
It's
did not
so
have to
worth
wait
it.
at all. As a old man who does not want to stand for too long and have any parts of his body hurt, and as a man who has children who do not want to stay and be impatient, the fast pass is completely worth it.
Agreed. Yep.
Like it just is.
Pack a
Food-
lunch if it makes a difference.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like just make your food. I will say though, speaking of buckets, that we did try to say when we went on our honeymoon, when I was celebrating getting married, and I got food poisoning from deli meat at Publix, and that was not great because the worst part about it, Mitch, is I almost missed my day at space camp. My wife, for a wedding present, she got me a day at space camp at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, and I almost wasn't able to go because of the demons.
The
inside.
expunging happening all the
expunging.
time.
I literally was asking why. Why is this happening? So, but I made it. I was fine. Isn't that amazing?
I'm so glad you made it.
Yeah, that's the last time this. It's so weird that this question came up. The last time I was at a theme park was the last time that I had food poisoning. Yeah, and food poisoning-like symptoms.
So I didn't get food poisoning when I went to Universal Studios Hollywood. I will say, like, real talk though, the expunging is, Sean has a history of expunging, as Moto says in the chat. That is a crazy sentence.
I wish I was making this up, you guys. That's real. I wasted 2 days of my trip to Florida. I couldn't move.
Yeah, StreamYard clipped that too. I will tell you right now, get comfy shoes, bro, because you're going to be doing a lot of walking. That's another thing I'll tell you too. I got a brand new pair of
good idea.
Really,
Yep.
yeah. Get some really good comfy shoes. The packing the lunch and all that stuff, not a bad idea either, just because food is hella expensive. However, there is some cool things that they have there, like that you definitely should experience, but like don't go there and buy like a burger or something. It's just hella expensive.
Yeah, go
But,
have like the experience. Like go sit in
correct.
Mm-hmm.
The beer that's at Harry Potter, which I'm blanking on the name. Was it butterbeer? Is that what it's called?
I have no idea.
It is
Yeah,
butterbeer.
that. Okay. Everybody in the world drinks that when they go there. There's a lot of stuff you can do there, but try to avoid buying like just generic food. Just like try to bring some food in with you. And then like if you get an experience food like that, do that.
Then it stands out too.
Exactly. Yeah. And like I said, there's a lot of stuff at that Epic Universe. There's like the world, like the How to Train Your Dragon world that I am dying to go see. Cause I will tell you at Universal Studios Hollywood, the only place that like made me like go, wow, I'm somewhere different is Harry Potter. Like you walk there and literally the whole facade for what you can see around you changes to where you don't think you're in California anymore. Disney definitely does, in my opinion, a better job of that because it's wild. Like when you go to Star Wars, when you go to Galaxy's Edge, you are in the middle of Star Wars. There's nothing else around you that makes you, it's amazing. And I saw a lot of the stuff that they have at Epic Universe because we were thinking about going there as well. But no, like bring comfy shoes, have some food, experience all the cool things they have there. Buy the fast pass for God's sakes. Just to save yourself some time.
Big time.
And just take in the sights, have a lot of fun. Yes, Fee.
Stay hydrated.
Yes.
Yep.
Stay hydrated.
Stay
Absolutely.
hydrated.
Yes. Not on beer, but like water.
That's not how you
That doesn't
hydrate.
work. That's not how that works.
No,
Caffeine
that's
doesn't
not.
count either. Like coffee or energy drinks do not count either.
I feel called out a little bit.
Water.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
calling
okay.
you all out.
Yeah.
Drink your
Probably
water, guys.
probably use some water now.
Yeah, drink your waters.
Yeah. Do you want to go grab me a water, Sean? While you're getting water?
Dude, what if I was at your house and we just
that would be awesome, right? If you're
this
right
is
there.
How we tell everybody is like now, an hour into the show, like now we unveil. Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
You know what's crazy, Sean? I could set that up and
Yep.
make that believable. I got
Yeah,
enough
that'd be
green
cool.
screens in this house to make it work. I'm just saying, dude.
Neat.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, good
question.
sir. Thank you so much for that question. And then Gizmodo has a question. If there was a video game Olympics, which game are you or were you so good at you can compete in the video game Olympics for it? In my heyday, I would have picked Resogun.
Ooh.
Fee, what game are you so confident in that you could win a gold medal?
Loop Hero.
I mean, Loop Hero's a good one.
Darkest Dungeon.
Depends. on that one. Darkest Dungeon's a good one. I feel pretty confident about my XCOM game.
Oh, yeah.
Feel pretty good about that one. Strategy, like setting up specific teams. I feel like that's probably where I'd be comfortable. Definitely not a shooter whatsoever. Like something that requires like a good setup, trying to like figure out what's like the best overall like layout, and going from there. So yeah, I'd probably Nancy Drew games, absolutely.
Like speed run a Nancy Drew game.
Mind you, I think like the biggest fault in that particular, like if that was a Olympic event, it would be like hitting a door and then her being like, "That's locked. It's locked." And then every single time you're like, "Son of a gun," and then you kick it. Mahjong, no, absolutely not. I'm not good enough for that. There's like, I'm still trying. I'm trying to learn about it. That's a geek out I can do for another day. But the amount of terminologies and setup and stuff like that, I think I get good, and then I try to get into a higher rank, and then it just, no. I wouldn't even qualify, Kay. But I appreciate it.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Online gaming kind of humbles all of us, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like we all grew
Yeah,
up playing like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. We're like, oh, pretty good. Like you had that one friend who's like really good. It's like they're nothing compared to everything else that's out there. You play Tetris 99. Can't even win a Tetris 99 thing. Like if I'm playing with my family, like, oh, Sean's pretty good at Tetris. And no, I'm not. Barely make top 20 in Tetris 99. You know what I mean? Like it's no. So I will, like, when you say, am I good at anything good enough? No, for nothing current. But back in the day, like it was tough to beat me in NHL games. I was tough to beat, and Tiger Woods. I will say this. But then we started playing online, and you know, I was nothing. It was just amongst my friends, and that's it. But just sports games, NHL. Then it got more realistic, and I'm like, I don't understand the sport at that level. I just shoot the puck at the net. I just do one-timers, you know?
Dude, one-timers are great.
That was it. Great. Just across the crease, and the other guy's waiting for it. That's it.
You ever do that cheat move where you just cut straight in front of the goalie and just wrap around?
That's what I'm saying. 100%.
2K5, NHL 2K5. Ooh. It was, on Xbox, OG Xbox. That was one of the first games I played when I got Xbox Live. Because I remember the $20 2K games, bro. They were making EA real scared there. And they were great games, too.
Yep.
But you could easily cut across just straight in front of the goalie. Just wrap around every time. Everybody online did it too. As soon as they found
because
that
you see the goalie break, like it literally like just went brain dead as you were skating over front. He's like, he jumped into the crowd or something crazy.
Exactly.
Like I'm out. He just went to
he
back
breaks
to the bench.
The glass on the side.
He's like, the dude did the move in front of the net. I'm leaving.
I'm retiring right now.
He just starts taking
the best way
off.
possible.
Yeah, takes his jersey off. Oh, man.
He just skates to the bench sad. He's like, man, it happened again.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
What about you, crazy. Dude?
Okay, so one of those stories that I had that I was going to save for a while, which I'll just bring up now. I did get 3rd place in all of Arizona for Guitar Hero. I did do that.
Yep.
So, like, Guitar Hero and Rock Band, very confident in those. As of right now, no. Back in the day, 100%. Like, yeah. Like, I loved Guitar Hero. I loved Rock Band. On my Xbox 360 that's upstairs, I still have, that is my Rock Band machine. Like, it is like a capsule in time. That thing's upstairs. I have like 800 songs in Rock Band. Like, I got the Bladder of Steel achievement where you have to beat every song without failing. And I did it on expert guitar. So that was definitely the game that I was very confident in. Another one that I will say I feel super confident in, but not like the best in the world, Trials.
Oh, nice.
I really love Trials. And like, I feel like I'm decent enough at that game. I will say, like I said, I'm out of most of my friends that were on there. I wasn't like top anything on leaderboards overall, but like, again, out of the friends, I was definitely one of the higher, like there's only like 1 or 2 maps that Bryant would beat me in, and he would rub it in my face every time. He'd be like, still haven't beat me on that one. Still haven't beat me on that one.
Yep.
I would say like, yeah, Rock Band, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Trials. I won't even say Apex because there are so many people better than me.
That's the thing, man. Online gaming,
So
like it humbles the best of us.
So humbling. And then when it's like a 9-year-old, it's even worse. You're like, man, I'm just old and I suck at games. Like, this is not good.
Well, let me say this, the whole like idea of competing on an international level as we are preparing to watch, I don't know about you guys, but I love watching the Olympics. Like the idea of us all getting squashed by people on the internet because they're better than us by whatever level. I don't know about you, but I look at the people competing at the Olympics and like, they are the best of the best of the best of the best of everybody in the world. And when you put them all in the same place, you know, they look average at best. I always think they should throw just a normal person in
Throw
there.
me in there on the
Think
100-meter dash and just be like, go
100%.
figure that out.
I mean,
And I
they
felt that
did.
way. Sorry, Fee?
I said, I mean, they did. Did you not see the breakdancing in the Summer Olympics?
Oh my god, yeah, fair. Oh yeah, it's true. That
That
so
poor
do
woman.
that. Do
Poor
that.
woman.
Exactly. The Olympics is so impressive to me. Like it's incredible. And I got a sense of that when I ran next to Amanda because it's like, oh, that's what actual athleticism looks like. And like, Jesus, she's
And you were
so
s-
fast, dude.
And you were sweating beer. That's
I was
crazy.
sweating beer. Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy. I remember that.
man, so weird. I treat my body like
It's so
this.
weird. Like you've treated your body a certain way, and she treats her body differently.
know,
And all of a
she's
sudden,
doing
she
great.
runs like crazy
I
fast.
know, she's so fast, man. But yeah, I have a
Right.
huge appreciation for like that competitiveness, like the ability to, you know, just outrank and outbeat and outcompete the next person at every level. There's so many people competing, and it's amazing. So the Olympics are cool, man. I just think it's really neat. There's obviously weird sports in there and stuff. Biathlon. Do you know what the biathlon is, Mitch?
No, tell me.
Biathlon is cross-country skiing combined with shooting a rifle. It's a weird sport. It's not something you play in high school.
That sounds like
as far as
something that
I know.
chases James Bond. That's
Exactly.
crazy.
Exactly. Yeah, they made
That's crazy, dog.
They made a sport out of that. So yeah, I like the Olympics. You know, obviously you get some national pride in there, but you get to see a whole bunch of cool stuff. I love the Olympics. I'm geeking out about the Olympics. I'll say that for next week. Geek out about
There
the
you go.
Olympics. Yeah. Good question.
That
Thanks,
was a good
Gizmodo.
question. Yeah. You know what's funny? I have the Riffmaster guitar, like the
Oh,
guitar
yeah.
that came out. And when Fortnite Festival started coming out, and I was like, do I try it again? And I mean, I could one day. The only thing
Bring
that
the band
sucks,
back
and this is one
together.
thing. Here's the thing that bums me out. I can't stream it. Not
I
at
know.
all.
I can't
Not
believe
at
they never
all.
sorted that out, dude. Just get a
Yeah.
whole bunch of songs that they should be able to play on Twitch. Yeah.
Technically, I could play it in Discord. I could do that. I could like do, like I could do a community hangout in Discord and do that. But like,
There you
that's
go.
the part that sucks is like any of those. I mean, that whole game is nothing but licensed music. So
Mhm.
yeah, ruins the experience. Funny enough, a lot of rock band streamers, TikTok, because they did figure out the music licensing thing. A lot of people do that on TikTok. Play Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Clone Hero, all those through there. But yeah.
Did they really
Streaming-
figure it out? Like they did something different on TikTok for music? Or
It's
they
just the
don't-
way
like,
that they
don't
have the
care?
music licensing set up. It's just like any content that's played on that platform, they figure out the way to pay the artist royalties right. I don't know. But I would imagine YouTube is the same thing, but no, YouTube is straight like, no, we'll just strike your channel and your channel's gone. And I'm not trying to
Sweet.
do that.
Yeah, I love that.
But no, like majority of the people that I've seen straight up are TikTok, and like they openly stream on TikTok without any like really big people that have thousands of people watching them, and they just don't have any fear of any other copyright strikes. So
Crazy.
yep. But streaming on TikTok sucks. So
Yeah.
it's fine. But that is all of the questions that we had for today.
That is neat. Before we close things out, I did think it would be maybe appropriate for us as the Xbox Drive, an Xbox podcast that is most definitely about the Xbox platform, to address this thing that popped up earlier this week, talking about the next Xbox potentially. This article comes from Pure Xbox. It says AMD mentions next-gen Xbox console, says it's progressing well to release in 2027. Did we know this? And I feel like there was a bunch of other things that AMD kind of talked about here. I don't know if they get in trouble for this sort of thing. But yes, it does appear, if this is to be taken for truth, Mitch, that the next Xbox console is coming out next year, my friend.
I don't know if I predicted that at the beginning of the year when we did our predictions.
There's no way
I
to
didn't.
know.
I don't know. But I thought it would be that because if they're trying to compete with the Steam Deck or the Steam machine, sorry, there's literally no way you wait 2 years, 3 years. You just can't. And
Yeah.
I think I had a feeling that this was the case. I like how it's like, who leaked it? Not some random on Twitter. The AMD CEO said this outwardly. Yeah, this is what's happening. So I definitely trust that that's a thing. I just feel like if you're competing with the Steam machine, you want to be that all-in-one machine, PC, Xbox, all that stuff. Yeah, like you got to get out soon. Will it be? I think it'll be like late next year. Unfortunately, like if it also comes down to all the RAM and SSD shortages and all that jazz, it might be delayed just because of how expensive things are, or it'll just be hell expensive. Um, but no, like I mean, I totally believed that it would be next year, just based off of what competition they have to go against. You can't give Steam 2 years to corner that market, and then all of a sudden the Xbox comes out and goes, "Oh, we've had this thing for 2 years." You can't do that. So,
Fee, where are you at with this? Are you gonna wait now to get an Xbox and wait for the next box, or what do you think? Is this credible coming from the CEO of AMD? No.
I don't know, Sean. Like, the problem is, with the way the prices are, we're probably looking, like, the new Xbox, because, like, in Canada right now, it's what, $799 for the Series X, and the Series S is probably, give or take, like, $599. We're probably looking at $1,000 console.
I know, right?
Minimum. So, honestly, at the end of the day, like, the release date, if anything, it would be like late 2027. Like, there's like, I don't see it coming out early next year. It's definitely late in the year. It's going to probably be before Christmas, because that's obviously where people are going to be splurging the most. But I don't know. It's just, I guess I have like mixed thoughts on it now, because when I saw the initial post, I'm like, oh, so maybe should I buy a console right now? But at the same time, like, if anything, I get that, like, I get the Series X, for example, at a semi-cheaper price, because everyone's just like, oh, there's a new console coming out, I'm going to sell my console, or I just end up buying a new one, and then just playing the games that I want to on my PC that might be coming out on the, because there's still that kind of, like, transition period between a console releasing and games actually coming out on that console. So that's another whole thing that I'm concerned about. Because it could be like, oh, this is coming out, but we only have 5 games currently available, and the rest of them are back compatible. And it's just like, okay, so why don't I just play it on the console I currently own? So I don't know. I mean, as we all know, I don't jump on purchasing consoles very often. Right now, the only thing I truly have is like a Steam Deck. And I hook that up to my TV if I want to, or I just use my PC, because as we all know, everything's an Xbox. So I'm just curious how they're going to address that, because, like, if they're consistently posting about the idea that everything is an Xbox now, what is the next console going to look like? Is it going to be strictly just digital, or is it going to be some sort of, like, companion, like what we saw with the handhelds? Because we had the Rogue Ally, like, but is it strictly in Xbox, or is it like a collaboration with something else at this point? Mitch, did you have your hand up?
I did.
Yeah.
If I were you, unless you have any investment in the Xbox ecosystem previously, you don't need this thing. Just go buy a PC. Just upgrade your PC. I think this machine is going to be fantastic for people who have spent a ton of money and a ton of years on Xbox content, because this thing will play all of those things. And then they're rumored of like open market PC gaming and all that stuff, right? Like, if you have all this, I have a ton of games on my Xbox, right? That suck that I don't have it on PC. Like, it just sucks, right? I wish I had all these Assassin's Creed games that I have digitally on PC. I don't, right? But this new machine, if I can play all that old Xbox ecosystem stuff, all those digital games on 360 and Xbox One and Series X and whatever, and then play my Steam games as well, that's amazing. That's fantastic. That's the machine I would love to have. If I don't have any money invested in the Xbox ecosystem, unless the price of the console is actually like, oh, for the price and the specs that it is, that is a good deal. And then you can still get Steam games and all that stuff. If you don't have that investment in the Xbox ecosystem, just go buy a PC. Like, upgrade your PC and make it awesome to play, because all the Xbox games are coming there anyways, and you can still do play anywhere in cloud if you want. But that's the only thing I will say if they're going this route.
But then they'd have to be really that would mean that Microsoft would have to be considerate about where they release the game, because there are games right now that do not come to Play Everywhere, cloud gaming, or PC. There's games that specifically just release on console. And do you know what fills in that market? it's Steam. The games that are currently not available on like Play Everywhere for Xbox are going to Steam. So at this point, like, why would someone want to go to a console? The only thing I could like even like understand or like even fathom at this point if they want people to stay within the Xbox ecosystem is if you're looking at an Xbox PC combo, and that's what the console is going to be next year. Is they're like, we've now become an innovative like source where we actually release all of our games, because that's why I'm currently looking at getting an Xbox, because I have access to games that I don't have access to on my PC. Like, it's just I can only play it on a console. So I feel like I'm required to purchase this console at this point, but I don't know if I want to spend upwards of probably like $1,000 to $1,200 trying to get the latest console, because that's what we're currently looking at projection price wise.
Imagine trying to make that an entry point for people to come into the Xbox ecosystem as like this.
No.
And we've been hearing kind of rumors about that as well, that this is going to be on the more premium side. Xbox, I will say, they have a lot of questions to answer. This is such a weird thing to sort of like pop up of the next console is on track for 2027. It's like maybe the worst timing for this to come out, because I guess the question I really want to ask you guys, like, does anybody care about the next Xbox console? Like, as is right now, and I'm seeing kind of just like a bunch of shrugs. I don't know. And we're an Xbox podcast, man. It's very strange these days.
Like, Sean, I like, especially with the fact that the whole thing that they've been trying to promote over the past year is everything is an Xbox.
Right.
But at this point, I'm not going to lie, it's not everything is an Xbox.
You're the test case, Fee. Like, you're the one, like, marketing is very powerful, and it's very simple message, and it's very compelling. It's like, oh, well, I'll just play my Xbox stuff everywhere. And you're like, I'm waiting. I would like to do that. Sounds great. I want to do that. But it's not working.
Exactly. Like, there was like, there have been times where you've reached out to me and you're like, hey, we have this access to this game, and I'm like, it's not on PC, I can't play it
anywhere.
And so then it's not everything's an Xbox until Microsoft finds a way. Quite honestly, I would understand, and I know it would be kind of like a jerk move in some capacity, but if they said tomorrow that like Game Pass Ultimate means that you can have access to the games that we currently say are not on PC, you can get access to it if you purchase this subscription, by all means, take my money. I will give you my money if I don't have to buy another console, because at this point, like, even then, like, it's just, it irritates, like, that's something that's irritated me since day one, since they've started promoting it, because not everything is an Xbox, because I can't play every game that I own. Yep. And that's the market. Like, I'm surprised no one's been like, we should do like a class action lawsuit, and I'm not saying we should by any means, but advertising wise, it doesn't make any sense.
I think the sort of payment or whatever the retribution is less than in terms, like, you're right, it's not a lawsuit situation, but like sales aren't going all that great either. You know, like, some things just sort of like the market speaks. You can do a marketing sort of thing and make a promise, and if people aren't buying it, you'll hurt. You'll pay the price for sure, Mitch. You're muted though to jump in on your next point.
Thank you. I think again the biggest thing is you're trying to make somebody buy that console is going to be expensive. There's no doubt about it. That thing's going to be pricey, even without because they're talking about a premium product, premium. And again, I just think when it comes to this console, because everything is an Xbox, like I said, if I told somebody right now, and you're right though, Feed, there are some games that are on console only. But if somebody told me, like, I have no video games, in order to enjoy everything, what would I need? I would tell them a Switch 2 and a PC. Because literally Nintendo stuff ain't going anywhere else, and you already know that. Like, there's no chance. Even PlayStation exclusives are going to PC. Xbox exclusives are going to PC. I think if this machine comes out, they have to, one, really sell the ecosystem of Xbox as a whole, as far as like, this machine is different because of all this previous stuff you have access to. But I think Game Pass is going to be the big seller of it. Like, they're going to market this as, if you have Game Pass, you're literally going to have access to not just all these games that you've had on console only, but now all these PC games as well. And I mean, also too, like, you really got to make, especially when you open up the marketplace on a console like that, where you can buy it from anywhere, Xbox is really going to have to step up on a lot of things. Play Anywhere is one good thing, because obviously, like, you know, not just playing it on console or on PC, but also cloud, right? that's another thing too, is like, oh, I own this. I can play it on it without any machine. I can play it on my TV with a controller, and I don't need to own any piece of hardware to play this. So they need to step up like that. They need to step up sales as far as like the actual sale of a game. Like when a game drops on Steam, people go, it's $2. I'm going to buy it. If they want to compete, they need to get aggressive like that. But I think the whole play anywhere thing is something that they need to push hard to make sure people are aware of it. But honestly, I think this machine is just going to target people that are just looking for the next best Xbox itself. They're upgrading from their Series X to this machine. That it's getting harder and harder.
That's such a hard thing. You know, it's funny thinking about if you were to buy into the current console, like a current Xbox console, buying new has got to be one of the most ill-advised moves. Like, I'm sorry to say, you guys, like, imagine knowing that the price that you're paying is a gigantic percentage higher than when the thing launched. The best bet is watching everybody jump off of the console platform out of the ecosystem and just going on a marketplace and picking up a used one is probably it would be my advice. Actually,
they're really good price on marketplace.
Yeah,
too. Like I've seen them on marketplace decently priced
because they're flooded. The market is flooded with people getting rid of their Xbox. So like if you're in for like, that's really the move. If you want to jump in, you know, take somebody else's spot who's jumping off, which is so sad, man. I started an Xbox podcast because I love this damn thing.
And I think we talk about it passionately because we do love the platform. We do want to see it thrive, and that's why we're here every week talking about it. And I think it kind of goes to, I don't want to say it's almost like tone deaf in a way that right now we're in a time where it costs $600+ to get RAM, and then they're like a bunch of people are currently talking about like just globally money wise, and then they're like, do you know what we should do? We shouldn't make games more accessible. We should release a new console next year. Like,
I know it's weird. The timing is going to be strange, and that brings up the next point. Like we're hearing 2028 or maybe later for PlayStation. So you know we've been locked and loaded as far as like the releases for. Let me think. PS4 and Xbox One came out same time. Xbox Series and PS5 about the same time, and that might have been the last time that happened because 360 and PS3 were about a year apart, right? And I feel like that's Xbox's best bet, competitively speaking, is like get away from the next door, like guy having his next box coming out the week later. Like make it totally different timeline, totally different offering, different, make it just stop making it at the same time. That might be the best bet, but that puts you smack dab in the middle of, this RAM crisis. Everything is crazy. Also at a time when the brand needs a tremendous amount of repair. So AMD coming, obviously this wasn't a message coming up from Xbox. They're not the ones saying it's coming out at this time. This is AMD making this, it's worth reiterating. Xbox is still in control of when this thing actually releases. AMD sounds like they're going to be ready if they were to want to release in 2027. But who knows, man? I think it's a really strange thing. It's worthwhile looking forward to the next one. I was podcasting about Nintendo in the Wii U days when Nintendo, they just couldn't wait to get out of those doldrum days and get into the NX. We couldn't wait to hear what the NX was, man. We were celebrating playing our 3DSs, not only because the 3DS was great, but because also we only had the Wii U. So we couldn't wait to see what was next. And I feel like I wish there was maybe just an inkling of hope for the next Xbox in the way that there was hope for the NX for Nintendo. And where did that hope come from? I mean, it was the magic of Nintendo. They had been there the whole time, and the Wii U wasn't quite it, but at least the Wii was still in recent memory, and the 3DS was really good. There's a lot of reason for there to be hope for the NX, or what ended up being the Switch. I'm kind of waiting for that day that I wake up and go, oh, there's the hope for the next Xbox. A post like this should get me pumped about the next Xbox so we can get out of whatever it is that we're kind of exploring in this moment, this current console state that we're in. But we're not. The prospect of the next Xbox, it's like, okay. And that's pretty damning, Mitch.
It is, but I think the approach that Xbox is doing, because if they went toe-to-toe with another machine that was just another Series X or S against another PlayStation 5, they would lose immediately. Like, you can't do that. They can't go toe-to-toe, and they can't even be different from it. Like, that's what happened with the Xbox One, was they had the Kinect, very different,
and people went, well, if it's this or this, I choose PS4.
Sure.
So they're going to do something unique, I guess is what I'm saying. Sorry.
Yeah,
but
I think the thing is though is like, and the thing that sucks, and this is one thing we bitch about with Xbox all the time, they need to market it right. That's the hard part. Is I just think they need to express a way it's like why it's worth the value and why we're making this change, why it's worth the value, and just make people believe like this is where the future of gaming is going. PlayStation, I don't think is. I think literally the PlayStation 6 is going to be another PlayStation. It's not going to be like this innovative thing because Sony has got a proven track record of selling.
Why would it be different?
They wouldn't change anything, right? And Xbox, I think there's a part of me that says when you're down, you have to go out and try to change things. Look, I mean, like you said, Nintendo went from the Wii, which is one of the best selling consoles ever made. And I'm not going to say they got cocky or whatever, but then they came out with the Wii U and they were just like, here's the Wii U. And people were like, no, I'm good. And Nintendo, I remember like the bonus, like the CEO gave up his bonus. He apologized. Like you eat some humble pie and all of a sudden you have to come out swinging. And
100%.
Like, that's where Xbox is at the moment. Now, are they going to turn it around and all of a sudden be the best selling thing ever like the Switch ended up being? Probably not. But at the same time, when you're down and you have to make these changes, like you can get creative and you can do that. I think when you have a console that's the only example that I can't think of is like PS4 to PS5 is they didn't skip a beat, bro. They still sell hundreds, millions of millions.
They're
millions
knocking on the door of 100 million units, PS5.
Which is insane. And like I said, like I think there's always this curse of what happens though. It's like Xbox to 360 was amazing. They got cocky. They went to Xbox One. They had all these ambitious ideas and it flopped, right? Wii, same thing. GameCube to Wii, amazing. Wii U flopped, but then they came back stronger. I think Xbox did that with after the Xbox One, and everybody was like, "What the hell is this?" Xbox One S and X, and then Series consoles came out, and like again, there's still things the Xbox Series X does, like quick resume, that are magic that PlayStation still can't do right, that even PC can't do as well, right? There's things that Xbox is they try to come up with something different, but I think them being down bad the way they are, and especially with how much money they've spent on all these games and stuff like that, they have to do something to try to keep people in that ecosystem. And I think that's where all this innovation stuff. Example, there was a rumor that like this next gen console won't have any charge for online gaming because you open up the marketplace for Steam. How the hell can you charge for Xbox Gold? You can't. Like, you can't do that. So if they start spinning it as play any game you want, no online charge for multiplayer, like if they spin it in a way that entices people, and again, they have to get creative with all this stuff. But I just feel like the people that are only going to care about it are the people that have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and all this stuff on Xbox before.
That's the scary thing for me is the easy answer. And I wish Bowser were here because we talked about this very quickly on the previous episode. Exclusives matter. I'm sorry to say they matter. You talk about like give people a reason to get into your ecosystem. Exclusives. It's the number one thing. And that's why Nintendo holds on to that so strongly, and look where they are, man. Like it's really not rocket science. But outside of that, to your point, it's got to be something else. They got to get creative. And that's where I'm like, they haven't really nailed it with like anything on that front since the 360, since the like achievements were a thing, since Xbox Live Arcade, like since any of those things. I've been screaming about that for years. But Fee, I feel like we haven't heard from you in a little bit. Like, has anything we talked about like popped anything for you? Or are you with us on this? Where are you at?
Yeah, no, it's just like I'm slightly struggling with like just the points overall.
Right.
And it's just like I'm trying to think of like any sort of like redemption in this case, because I feel like they have a good opportunity to look at like, okay, like you both were saying, the Wii U it flopped, but then they were like, okay, how do we make a handheld better? Like, what do we do to make this more innovative? What do we do to make this more enticing? Whether it's like, of course, they have the removable like joysticks, whatever that might be. I feel like at this point, like if there is any prospect of Xbox releasing a console next year, it has to be different. It can't just be, we have a box that plays games. It has to do something different, whether it has some sort of, like, I don't even know. Like, it has to have some sort of ability that goes above and beyond what they're currently releasing. It needs to be something that stands out. We're getting to a point where, like, everyone's asking, like, oh, we need to get something new. We need to get something innovative. They need to take a risk, which is, like, I know it's, like, obviously a very pricey risk, but we're also in a stage where like I feel like we're getting to almost like a limit in a way, like with the way that consoles are releasing, and they need to think of something different.
Yep.
If they want people to
100%.
pay for it, because they're looking at asking consumers to purchase consoles that are a 4-digit price point, which is insane.
It's crazy.
Like I know I completely understand consoles since they launched like way back in the day. It's always been like a luxury item. It's not a typical like easy purchase, but when you're looking at it and you're like, do I get a PC or do I get a console? And your console is getting closer to PC prices, there needs to be some sort of fix here. You have to think outside of the box. If you want to fix the numbers that you currently have, you have an opportunity to do it. So I know people like to freaking joke about cloud gaming on a regular basis, but like it's new. It's something that like they could take an opportunity and maybe like expand upon that instead of essentially doing a copy and paste, which I feel like sometimes we're seeing that with consoles, or they make them massive and then hope for the best. I don't know. It's just there's reasons why I didn't purchase this particular generation in consoles. And like you were talking about, I'm probably going to end up on Marketplace purchasing in one.
Not a bad idea.
Series S is such a good deal. If you can get one cheap enough, like, again, just get that. You already have Game Pass. Just go that route for this.
I was even thinking like an X, because some of the X's on Marketplace are actually pretty decently priced too.
100%.
They're like almost at the same price as S. So why at that point, why not just go to the X?
That's the state of Xbox fee, is where you can get a Series X. Yeah, it is crazy. So you did say something that really jumped out at me that might be a slight inkling of hope, is they've really got to nail this. And I kind of want to see a $1 trillion company with its back against the wall, like come at it. Like I would really like to see that, because there's always been this underdog kind of feeling with Xbox. I think that's been something that has really resonated with a lot of people, certainly with me. I grew up playing PC games for the most part in my house. So when they came out with the direct Xbox, it's like, damn, I want that. I want a computer that is a console. Really, that's what the original Xbox was. It had a hard drive in it. You know, that's what more of a computer do you want? That's how like limited we were, I think, back then. It had the Ethernet port. Like, this is a computer. So this is a chance to like revisit that vision. But we'll see. My confidence is medium at best. So, I mean, it's funny how this all comes out of an AMD CEO talking about the next Xbox, but here we are. Mitch.
The only thing I can think of, if they really want to knock it out of the park, they have to go back to giving you the craziest performance you've ever seen for the best value. I think that's where they have to go, because at this point, when everything is an Xbox, and you could technically buy a PC that does the same things, they need to make this thing, they need to show off this console. Like, this is comparable to a computer that would cost you $2,500, $2,000 for $1,000 or $1,200 or something. They just need to show you the power of the system, how crazy it would be, what comparable PC would cost you, and be like, you can get all of this for this value. Because I think that was another thing with 360 for the longest time. To get the performance of what a 360 was in a PC, it was going to cost you a lot more than the cost of a 360. And that's kind of been the benefit of consoles, right?
100%.
Is that for the most part, consoles have always been, this is a set price, and look what you can get out of it. Could you buy a PC that can get these same graphics? Of course you could. But it's going to cost you a lot more than that.
It was
little small box.
pre-Digital Foundry, my friend. It's so interesting that you say that too, because we talk about when you ask people what resolution did we play the 360 on? Oh, it was the first HD console. It was a 1080p. It wasn't
barely
1080.
720.
Barely 720, and the frames were not there. So yeah, going back in time, like the revisionist history on these things is kind of funny. Like, it's why we get all these remasters, by the way. Even like one gen ago, like this 60 frame standard is, relatively speaking, it's brand new. Like, across the whole like generations of consoles, 60 frames is like in the last second. You know, only just now become part of the conversation. So yeah, like I don't remember even comparing consoles and PCs back in the day. It was just like, it's easier, so you bought a console. Like, I didn't want the hassle. That was, at least for me, it was as simple as that.
I mean, they could market it as that though. Like, again, the good thing about the Steam machine is the fact that, or the Steam Deck right now, is that it kind of like is PC gaming on easy mode. because it
100%.
just kind of works, right? What if Xbox does the same thing where like this is PC gaming on easy mode, where it's like, but it's 4K 120, it's the craziest performance you've ever seen in your life. I just think like that's the way they need to market it, as like the easiest way to play everything you want to play.
Yeah, the easiest way to access Teams and Copilot on your console that also
can't
plays
wait,
games.
bro.
Yep. Wait, no, it'll be there, and it'll ask you to subscribe to Office 365 or whatever it's called now. I don't even think it's called Office 365.
I think it's called Office Copilot.
I think it's Copilot. Yeah, and
I swear. Yeah.
Who
Do you
cares?
want to tell
Anything
about
else?
storage? No.
Anything else on this? We're all feeling pretty crappy about the future of Xbox.
Here's the thing. I'm not feeling crappy about it. I'm excited to see, with them being their backs against the wall, what they do. That's all.
Yeah.
I just want to see where they get super scared and they got to come out and go, here's all the stuff. Please buy our stuff.
Yep.
We'll see.
Make it worth spending $69 billion on Activision Blizzard King. Make it worth spending whatever it was for Bethesda, etc. Like, come on, man. Like, show us something. We're here. We're waiting for it. But goodness gracious. We will be watching, obviously, very closely. Fee, do you have anything else before I take us on out of here?
Not right now, Sean. I'm excited to see what the future brings. That's all I'm going to say. Staying positive.
Good. I'm still waiting for my letter from Bowser, but in the meantime, I think that might be it. That is all. Thank you so much for listening to episode 418 of the Xbox Drive. We're so glad you guys chose to join us for this really fun and exciting final topic anyways. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the conversation. Before we thank the patrons who support us at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Mitch, please tell us where we go if we want to find all your stuff on the internet, my bro.
You can go to MitchPower1116.com. I have a .com. But you can go mostly be streaming this weekend, twitch.tv/MitchPower1116. I have some cool things going. I have to ask the community some questions that actually involve my stream, so that'll be really fun. But yeah, go there. I'll be playing Arc Raiders a lot. So go check me out there. And also, not to promote myself, but Carpool's Discord. We've been hanging out in there too, playing Arc Raiders and stuff after work and stuff like that. So it's fun. So go check out that.
Do it. Nice. Fiablo.
Yes.
Fee, please tell the people where they can find you.
Well, you can find me here. You can find me over in the Discord. You can also find me over on twitch.tv/Zoranix, where I'm going to be playing Tiny Bookshop and probably Arc Raiders as well, because apparently that's my new addiction as well, which is really exciting. And also, Sean, something I forgot to add, come over and check out the Discord tomorrow, because of course, not only do we have Backtrackers tomorrow, but tomorrow evening I will be watching a movie. So come and hang out with me.
Which movie?
We'll figure it out.
A movie. Nice. Okay, I like it. A
Probably
movie
starting
will
off
be
with
played.
House Moving Castle. Probably.
I
either
love that.
Kiki's
Oh,
Delivery
that's
service.
That's nice. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm going for fish and chips tomorrow night, and I can't wait. I've been thinking about it all week. Not all week. Some of the week I was worried about other stuff. But as for me, you can find me at CPG Sean on Blue Sky, Letterboxd, Backlogged. I got to update my backlog. Goodness, my Backlogged is backlogged over there, Mitch. Find me streaming most mornings, twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live. If you're not doing it, if you're not in the chat, I'm taking it personally. That's what I got to say about that. In the Discord as well, the links are in the show notes. It's free. Everyone is welcome to join. Unless you're a jerk, then you got to pay, and then we're going to take your money, and then we're going to kick you out. So stay out, jerks. Otherwise, come on into the Discord. Again, thank you guys so much. We couldn't do this without you, for listening, for chatting, for being a part of us. But of course, we have to say thank you. So we will say thank you. Patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Guys, you keep the lights on. What do they say? Kind of funny. I kind of like. You keep the lights and the mics on. That's kind of.
Yep.
I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you guys so much for doing this. We couldn't do it without you. Ultimate producers, Brendan Myers, aka _Winter Gamer. Thank you so much. Jonathan Brown. Listen to his music. PME on Apple Music and Spotify. You can quickly go to linktra.ee/pme.jib. Just go to the show notes. Click on the link. Go listen to go listen to PME when you work, when you walk, when you talk, when you bathe, whatever you're doing, just listen to PME. Goodness gracious. Jonas Young, thank you so much for being an ultimate producer. And Tony Baker, you guys are crazy. Thank you so much to our ultimate producers, our platinum producers, non-smoking. I didn't realize changed his name. Non-smoking Yo, thank you so much for being a platinum producer. The Captain and Uncle Tim Paullin, and our gold members, Adam K, Anna, Awesome Day 1337, Benny, Brad Moore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Emily O'Kelly, Hambone Jonny, Jan32, Laura, Liger Woods 330, Mr. Giggles, Peje EP, Stephen Keller, and TechMike, my 5K bro. You guys are all amazing. Couldn't do without you. If you would like to join the ranks of these wonderful people and so many more, go to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Choose the tier that's right for you. Tons of exclusive content, tons of stuff, and you make it all happen. Thank you so much. This is the end of episode 418 of the Xbox Drive. We'll see you all next week, and we can't wait to see you back, Bowser. So say goodbye to the people, Fee.
Bye! Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Xbox Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget that we've got some awesome Xbox Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming for exclusive content. Links to everything are in the description. We'll see you next week.